Have you ever had a situation where you needed to use a sharp blade and you were trying to be really careful, and then all of a sudden, when you thought you were being careful, you happened to slip? Ow! And this is what you end up with? Don't worry, no one was hurt. On a recent project, I found myself having to use an X-Acto blade on these little bitty crosses that I put on top of these chalices. It was kind of risky. I couldn't hold on to them. They were moving on me. So I thought I needed to make a workboard. And these workboards are very simple. You could make them out of scraps. You could probably put them together in a few minutes and use them for years and years. My first step is to take this piece of wood that's 3/4 inches by 1 1/4 and lay it across my flat board and score the bottom. Now I know the width I need. I'm going to make 2 of these and I'll duplicate them on my bandsaw. The first one I'll run through with the bandsaw, and then when I have that I will use it as a pattern for my second one. So I'm sliding it over now very carefully, running it through the blade, and you can see when I pat it down, there we go, nice and square. Now I'll take these pieces of lumber and measure in 3 inches from each side. I'll score a line across so I can see it on both pieces of wood, and then do the same thing on the other side, 3 inches and score across. Then I'll take a punch and try to just eyeball the center of the wood where those lines are scored. I'll take this countersinking drill bit and put it in my drill press so I can have a place for the screw heads to go. I'll take and sink these countersink holes, and now go over to my supplies, a little tight bound glue. I'll put it across the wood, making sure to square the board up across the wood. It's not really that important where you put it. I am leaving about a 1.5 inch gap at the top, driving a screw in, checking for squareness, and then driving the second screw down and tightening them up. A little bit of glue, I'll wipe that away, and then simply flip the board over and do the same thing on the other side. Square, 1 screw, square again, the second screw, and then tighten them on down. It's all done. Take a look. Very easy. Flip it around. Just lock it into your table, and you can do all kinds of work with this. Take a look. Now my little cross I can carve away. I'm not going to slip anywhere. There's a backboard to hold it. Or I can take larger pieces of wood, grab a chisel, and chisel away. And if it slips, it just rams into that board that can be taken out and thrown away later if you need to. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you try to make one of these. They're very easy.